everybody. Welcome to our game. NBA Cup action coming your way shortly. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Looking now at some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3. So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Thunder head coach had a few moments to share with me. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
SGA, that's a 2-pointer. Hands the shot with nobody near him. SGA's got his second basket of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Edwards against Wallace. Edwards can't hit. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Portland Trail Blazers.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
And here's Randall after the 3-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards finds McDaniel. Randall a screen on Dort. Floats it up for Randall. It's taken away by Wallace, and the Thunder pushing it up now. And a wide open look for SGA. And the Thunder another 3.
Yeah, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Over SGA. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Here's Edwards. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Thunder going with the whole new group out there. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Julius Randle. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Here's Caruso, following the 3 by Minnesota. Wiggins up top. Here's Mitchell. That one's off, still out of sync. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Conley kicks to McDaniel. A 3-pointer off the mark. Thunder have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Clark outside. Pass to Reed. The Thunder pull it in. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Conley, the pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniel, just leaping into the air for that time.
Williams, a screen on Conley. Pass to Joe. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Joe's got 5 points so far.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Mitchell. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Randle, the 3. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Here's Randle, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Thunder making a change here. SGA's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Shannon's checked in. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. Now, here's SGA. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Here's Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Edwards with it. He's got 7. Over SGA. Edwards can't hit.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Edwards looking it over. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wiggins. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done with allowing freedom of movement has made this game a lot better than it was. I think the key, as it is in most things, is finding the balance where we're giving the defense a chance, not calling cheap fouls, but also not letting them just physically overpower each other. Well, look, Conley's known as a great passer, but he's also a fantastic three-point shooter.
From 17 feet out, SGA, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Back to Holmgren. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Edwards, bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Alex Caruso checked in for Oklahoma City. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Dort with a screen for SGA. Launches a 3. Dort misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Edwards kicks to Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Wallace goes in. The offensive rebound. Bucket is good.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
McDaniels on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Oklahoma City has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Caruso. Oh, good with the triple. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Left side, Reed. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Minnesota, 34. And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
And, guys, let's talk now about that first half from Minnesota there in a tight one.
I'm surprised it's this close, not going to lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. And that about wraps it up.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Timberwolves shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. On the wing, Wallace. Edwards defending. Holmgren outside. Here's Hartenstein, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hartenstein's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Thunder. Gobert with a screen on SGA. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. No good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Wallace dishes to Holmgren. Off target from three-point range.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. They get it back. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Timberwolves trail. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now, here's SGA. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Gobert finds McDaniel. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Randall no good.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Shot from 16. SGA no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now Edwards. He's got 14. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. Gobert the pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Now here's SGA. He's guarded closely. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's Minnesota. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Oklahoma City, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Airtight rim protection from Holmgren, using his rim beautifully.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the night.
Second team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City.
Free throw good, George.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised. He keeps his team organized. And he's a great mentor to the young players on this team.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Conley.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Takes a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oh, yeah. Caruso has major spring to his game.
Randall down low, covered by Wiggins. Conley for 3, bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Oh, Gilgeous-Alexander slams it down.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Caruso. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Holmgren. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Caruso in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. First one falls for him.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
No good on the second free throw.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
And Randall throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Now, here's Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Back to Mitchell. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Randall. Nice touch on the bank shot.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Pass to Joe. Holmgren outside. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Mitchell against Conley. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Back to Conley. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Joe. The Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go with the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Reed against Wiggins. Reed in the post. Over Wiggins. Reed misses. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Holmgren for the 3. Doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall surveying the D. Yep, it counts. Randall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
Wiggins, a screen on Conley. That bucket in no time at all. And the Thunder lead by 6. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. Wallace is checked in for Isaiah Joe. And SGA's subbed in for Mitchell. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards has come in for Dillingham, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Randall. Here's the drive, and he converts the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Thunder leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren from deep. Rebounded by DiVincenzo.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Fires the 3, and down goes the 3.
Wow, that was a big make for DiVincenzo.
Toward outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Rebounded by Randall. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Gobert against Holmgren. Randall is doubled. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. Beyond the arc. Buries the deep ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall puts it right back up and in.
Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
It's tipped. Outside Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Nails it from 14.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Edwards drawing the double team. Can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Dort puts the move on. And McDaniels with the block.
A swat from McDaniel. With a near 7-foot wingspan, he can cover a lot of ground.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Takes a step back. SGA fires. 16-footer drops in.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Here's Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. DiVincenzo drained from outside.
Well, this is why you have DiVincenzo on the floor in these moments. He is clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And the 3 misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wallace against Edwards. Outside, Gobert. To tie it up. A 3-pointer. Good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Dort outside. Wallace outside. SGA missed on the 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the pace.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Holmgren rips down the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards against Wallace. Here's Gobert. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren.
Minnesota ball.
Edwards against Wallace. 6 to shoot. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Vincenzo against SGA. He gets it to go.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here is Edwards. Gobert! And the rejection by Holmgren. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Randall a screen on Wallace. It's Randall.
Well, you look at Julius Randle, his stats over his career. He's a forward who chips in different ways. An excellent passer for his size.
It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
Well, they needed those. He stayed calm and got it done.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein. It's stolen by Gobert. Now Randall to take the lead. And the rejection by Holmgren. Now Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Wallace against Edwards. The shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Edwards drawing the double team. Here's McDaniel. Randall. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now Dort launches it. He drills the 3.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that goal. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's SGA. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Minnesota calls timeout. There's 18 seconds left in the first overtime. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
And the Timberwolves call time. There's 14 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
And an intentional foul right there.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. 14 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And taken away by Wallace, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.